Hi everybody, welcome. Today's video is going to be a full face of Ilia Beauty. I recently purchased a ton of new Ilia products that I have been testing out over the last week and that I want to share with you in this video today. It's going to be very long because I legitimately have a full face of makeup and I want to share my thoughts with you on each of the products as I go through. So if you are only interested in certain products, I will have timestamps for you in the description so that you can kind of bounce around depending on what you are interested in. Like I said, it's going to be a long one, so we will just go ahead and get started right away. If you are unfamiliar with Ilia Beauty, they are a higher-end clean beauty brand. They are available at Sephora as well as their own website. And sort of the mantra behind Ilia is that they are also skin-centric. So not only are their products clean and formulated with good-for-you ingredients, they also incorporate some kind of a skincare benefit in almost all of their products. I have been really drawn to Ilia lately because I am looking for simplistic, fresh makeup for the spring and summer months, and that is kind of exactly the vibe that the brand gives me. So, like I said, I did purchase, with the exception of a brow product, pretty much a full face. I have been testing these products out over the last week, so I'm going to share my thoughts with you as we go. First product that I'm going to talk about is the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. This is a clean, silicone and fragrance-free tinted serum packed with active, nourishing ingredients and non-nano zinc oxide SPF 40. It says this innovative, weightless formula delivers light coverage that dries down to a natural dewy finish. Fine lines and imperfections are softened and skin appears healthy. It's got plant-based squalene to help balance skin and improve elasticity. It also has niacinamide, which aids in smoothing texture. It also has a blend of hyaluronic acids that penetrate skin at different levels to help plump and seal in hydration. This is non-comedogenic, oil-free, and dermatologist tested. This is a pretty expensive product. It is $48 and you get a standard 1 ounce of product. I have mine in the shade ST1 Rendevorous. I believe this is the second shade and this is for fair skin with cool undertones. So it says to shake this up, so that's what I'm going to do. And then it does come, I'm sure you saw it in the close-up, it does come with a dropper. So I usually drop, let's see what it is here, about 3 drops onto my fingers. I do use my fingers to apply this. So I'm just going to rub this between my fingers and then apply it to my skin here. I'm going to attempt to explain my thoughts on this product while I apply it, but I often get distracted, so we'll see how that goes. But I have to be honest, when I first tried this product, I didn't like it very much, but I'm glad that I stuck with it and attempted to apply it different ways because this is actually a product that I like. Like I said, my first impression wasn't that great, but I have grown to really enjoy it. So my first kind of con about this product, just for me in particular, is the smell of it. I appreciate the fact that this is fragrance free, but I do not like the smell of this. It kind of smells like cinnamon and licorice. It's very interesting, and normally the smell of products don't bother me that much, but with this one, I feel like the scent kind of lingers on my skin, which is really the only reason that I don't like it, because I hate when scents linger on my skin throughout the day, and I feel like I can like smell them on my face. I don't know if that makes sense. So that is one con for me. It's not a deal breaker, just kind of like an observation. So I have this applied now with my fingers. I'm going to do something that you've probably never seen me do on my channel before, and that is blend this out with a sponge. I do not like sponges. I shouldn't say I don't like them, I just prefer a brush. However, with this product, I have tried to apply it with both a brush and a sponge, and I do prefer the way that a sponge blends this out. So I'm just going to kind of like pat the sponge on my skin, not to necessarily like distribute the product, to just kind of like blend it in and blur it out. So the reason that I'm using a sponge to blend this out is because of the texture of the product. So I do feel like this product is sticky in terms of texture. I know that's probably a horrible word to use and it sounds really negative, but I do feel like this is a sticky product. And it's likely because this is formulated without silicone. And so basically when I tried to use a brush to blend this out, I felt like because the texture of this was a little bit like stickier, I had to tug kind of on my skin to actually get it to blend out, which is part of the reason that I enjoy using a sponge, because I can just dab this around without actually like tugging on my skin or anything like that. So The other reason that I prefer using a sponge with this skin tint is because I do feel like this is a product that feels heavy on my skin. It is not weightless by any means. I have a number of skin tints that are, but this one is not. This is definitely a product that I can feel sitting on my skin, and it feels a little bit heavy. So by using a sponge, I feel like I'm actually absorbing a little bit of product into the sponge, and it kind of lightens it up on my face a little bit, if that makes sense. And then I do feel like it kind of takes down some of the dewiness from the finish as well. So the way that they describe the finish of this product is a little bit weird to me. It says that it dries down to a natural dewy finish. Dries down to a natural dewy finish. I would agree that this product leaves your skin with a dewy finish. I don't think that it dries down at all. It leaves your skin, even after I've, like I said, absorbed a little bit of the excess product into my sponge, it's still very tacky on my skin, and I do believe that this is a dewy product. To be fair, that's what it says. I mean, it's a serum. I wouldn't have expected this to be natural or matte in terms of finish. So it is, in my experience, a dewy finished product, and it does leave your skin feeling rather sticky, like I mentioned before as well. As far as the coverage goes, I think you can probably see, true to their claim, I have very light coverage on my skin, which again is exactly what it promises. So I am happy with that. I do like light coverage products for everyday purposes. So I am happy with the coverage that I can get. I do not believe that this is a product you can build up though, just in my experience with, again, kind of the texture of the product and the heaviness that I kind of feel on my skin already. This is not a product that I would want to build up. So in my experience, kind of a light coverage is where it stops. I don't know that there's really any building up that you could do to make this fuller coverage. The last thing that I want to touch on really quickly is the wear. So I have combination skin. I have been kind of all over the place lately, but I have been pretty oily in my T-zone as of late. Now, to be fair, again, this is a skin tint. It's a serum product. I wouldn't really have expected this product to work well for oilier skin types, and this does get shiny on my skin and kind of greasy throughout the day. That being said, though, it's nothing that I can't manage with touch-ups. To me, this is definitely a product that I think people with normal to drier skin types would probably enjoy more, just being that it is a serum, it is moisturizing, things like that. Like I said, I am not super oily, I am more combination, and I do find that this does obviously wear and get kind of greasy on my skin. I know that I probably just rambled off a bunch of things that seem like cons, but I am being nitpicky on this product just because of the price. It's very expensive, and I wanted to be very honest with my exact thoughts on kind of each of the elements and things that are standing out to me as I've been using it. Even all that being said, though, I do like this product. And like I said, it did take me a few days to kind of learn how to work with it and the best way that I can apply it and things like that. But my test with kind of these products, I have a ton of different products in my collection. I test out a lot of new makeup, and so my test for these things is, after I make this video, am I going to continue using it? And with the skin tint, the answer is yes. So that being the case, I do like this product. Even despite some of the cons that I mentioned, like I said, this is a product that I'm going to continue using. I do like the fact that this does have skincare benefits in here, as well as the physical only SPF. I feel like I have been talking about this product for forever, so I'm going to move on. If you have any other questions on this though that I did not answer, leave them for me in the comments down below and I will answer whatever may be missing here. So next up is going to be concealer. This is the True Skin Serum Concealer. So this is a clean, silicone and fragrance-free medium coverage concealer with skincare benefits. It says this ultra lightweight formula blends easily to help reduce the appearance of dark circles, discoloration, and blemishes. This is enriched with stabilized vitamin C, Abilia jubericin bark extract, I know that I just butchered that name, and mastic, and it says the hydrating and brightening formula helps increase cellular energy and protect skin from environmental damages. So this concealer is $30. I have mine in the shade SC.5 Arrowroot, and I am going to show you how I apply this, but I'm going to be very honest, I do not like this product. For me, when it comes to a concealer, I want something that I can use under my eyes and on my face. I'm not going to reach for a ton of different concealers for different areas of my face. That's just my preference. And with this, I just do not enjoy the way that this sits underneath my eyes. It looks fine on the rest of my face. Like when I apply this, again, like around my nose, kind of in the center of my forehead, on my chin, and on any blemishes, kind of in my usual places, It looks fine, but this product, it just does not sit well underneath my eyes. It creases throughout the day, even after I set it. And then not only that, I feel like it sits on top of my skin and it doesn't really blend in. And that really bothers me with a concealer when I feel like I can see it sitting on my skin. So anyway, that's kind of the issue that I have with this product. I, again, have tried applying this with both a brush and a sponge. I do like the sponge a little bit better, but still it just does not blend into my skin seamlessly. I did really want to like this product. I purchased this and included it in a Sephora haul that I did on my channel recently. And I said in that video I was purchasing it for the purpose of using it underneath my eyes. And I liked the fact that it had the serum in here because I thought that it would be more moisturizing for under my eyes. But I just, when it comes down to it, I do not think that this blends in well and it sits on top of my skin. And then, like I said too, it settles into kind of the fine lines that I have underneath my eyes and doesn't really wear well. So this product for me, I'm applying it, like I said, because this is a full face video and I wanted to share my thoughts, but this is not a product that I have enjoyed and I would obviously not recommend it. So I am still on the hunt for a better concealer to use underneath my eyes. I was thinking about trying the Kosas one. That's another like clean beauty concealer. And I've heard good things about that one as well. So if you've tried that one, let me know. And also let me know what other like moisturizing concealers are some of your favorites for under the eyes and on the face equally, because I am obviously still looking for one. So I'm just patting this out. And then, like I said, I did find that it still worked a little bit better with the sponge. So I'm just going to pat the rest of this out and blend it in a little more with my sponge. As far as the finish of the concealer, I do feel like it matches the skin tint in that it provides a more kind of like luminous, dewy finish. Definitely tacky, just kind of like the skin tint is, so I would set this. So yeah, even though I don't like it, I mean, those are kind of my thoughts on the formula and things like that. So I'm gonna wrap that up on the concealer. Next up is going to be setting powder. I have the Ilia Radiant Translucent Powder. This also has SPF 20 in it. So this is a clean, talc-free SPF finishing powder that instantly blurs skin while keeping shine away. It's got organic aloe, hibiscus extract, and rosemary leaf powders to help soothe inflammation and balance oils. This also has non-nano zinc oxide, which is a safe physical form of sunscreen that shields from UVA and UVB rays. It says this leaves skin smooth, blurred, and protected while locking makeup in place. So this setting powder was $34. I believe this is available in 2 shades. I have the lighter shade, which is Magic Sands. As far as the setting powder goes, I think this is pretty standard. I'm not usually easily wowed by setting powders, but the reason that I was really interested in this one was because it did have the SPF in it. So I will take any SPF protection wherever I can get it. And I think that, again, like going into the spring and summer months, just throwing on extra powder like this and having the benefit of the SPF in there is going to be really nice. So like I said, I like this as a setting powder. No, I don't think it necessarily does anything special other than the SPF protection. So when it comes to continuing to use this product, my answer to that is yes, simply because of the sunscreen in here. So yeah, I really like this. I think it does a great job setting makeup. So I am just kind of like dusting this all over my face. We are going to keep it moving because I feel like I talked forever about the skin tint. So moving on to bronzer, this is the Nightlife Bronzing Powder. This is also a clean, talc-free, finely milled powder that delivers a naturally bronzed look. It is a buttery soft texture that builds easily and can build from a natural sun-kissed glow to a more dramatic payoff. So this bronzer is also $34. Again, this is available in 2 different shades. I, of course, have the lighter shade, which is called Drawn In. So I'm just going to apply this kind of around my cheeks and then on my hairline just to bronze my skin up a little bit. This is kind of a product that I'm like right in the middle on. I don't really have any strong thoughts either way. I do think that this shade is very nice, especially for like my fair skin. I don't know though, I guess I'm just not somebody who has like a lot of strong opinions when it comes to bronzers. And my test is always like, would I reach for this over my drugstore Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer? bronzer? And the answer is no, probably not. I think that I still prefer the Physicians Formula. There's nothing wrong with this product. It's nice to use and I like it, but for $34, I would say save your money and spend it on something else, because I think that some of my drugstore bronzers, like I said, work just as well. So not a bad product, just probably not worth the money. So I'm just gonna keep kind of putting some of this on my hairline to bronze up just a little bit more. All right, so I've got a little bit of life back into my face with just a little bit of bronzer. So we're gonna move on to blush now. For blush, I have the Ilia Multi-Stick. This is, again, a clean, versatile wash of color that melts onto cheeks and lips, leaving a dewy finish. It says it's perfect for on-the-go application. These blendable, breathable, and buildable sticks of color can be applied in one quick swipe. The formula is blended with organic shea butter, orange peel wax, and natural oils of avocado, sunflower, and castor seed. Skin feels incredibly hydrated, soft, and supple. So these multi-sticks are $34 each, and the shade that I'm going to be using for blush today is called At Last. This is a really beautiful shade. I do really like these multi-sticks, just spoiler alert. I think part of it is the colors. I'll show you the highlighter, obviously, once I get the blush on. I do not agree with the claims, though, that you can just like swipe this on and go. I do think that it requires some blending. I will show you. So I'm just going to kind of put one swipe on my cheek to start, and then I usually build it up a little bit. I have, again, applied these with all kinds of different things. I have tried to apply it with my fingers, I've tried to blend it out with a sponge, and I've tried to blend it out with a brush. And the way that I like it best is by applying it directly onto my cheeks and then blending it out with a brush. So that's what I'm going to do. You can obviously see I swiped some on there, and then I'm going to just blend this onto my cheeks. So I do think that this can be blended fairly easily with your fingers if that's the way that you prefer to apply these kinds of products. For me, I've just never really been a fan of cream blushes when I apply them with my fingers. I just feel like I have more precision and control when I apply it with a brush, and it's just easier for me personally to blend them that way. So that's why I kind of like this method. And I do feel like it is a bit like heavier, so I felt like with trying to blend it out with a sponge, it just didn't really work well. So I'm going to move on to this side and kind of do the same thing, and then I'll see if I want to build it up any. So moving on to highlight now, I have one of their Illuminator sticks. This is also $34, and it does have the same claims as the multi-stick, so I'm not going to read that to you again, but I have the shade Cosmic Dancer. I also really like this as a highlight. So this is, I'm going to just sweep this. I usually do like 2 sweeps on the top of each of my cheeks, and then one kind of down my nose. And then again, this is actually something that I will blend out just with my finger, just kind of pat it out to get rid of any of those rough edges. But I was really pleasantly surprised with this Illuminator. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but this is just super like subtle and super beautiful. So I feel like when you actually blend it out, you can't really see it sitting on your skin, but then when you turn your cheeks, it just kind of catches the light in the most beautiful way, which is what I like about it. It's very subtle, but when you do see it, you really see it, and it looks really beautiful. So I am very happy with both the blush and the Illuminator. I really like both of the shades, and I think that they are a really pretty combo. So yeah, I'm a really big fan of the Illuminator. I've been really enjoying just kind of like popping this on. Like I said, super subtle, but when you see it, it's very beautiful when it like catches the light. I could do this all day where I'm just like sitting here looking at it. So yeah, really like both of those products. So those are all the face products that I have for now. I'm just going to do my brows off camera really quick, and then we will be back to test out the eyes. Okay, moving on to eyes now. The first thing that I'm going to do is actually go back into the bronzer, and I'm just going to put this into the crease before I move on to the other eye products. Moving on to the rest of the eyes now, I'm going to use some products that came in a mini set that Ilia has. So I picked up the Meet the Minis set. This is $28 at Sephora. I think you can get it on their site as well. But what comes in here is one of their Limitless Lash Mascaras. You've also got a mini liquid powder chromatic eye tint. You have a mini balmy gloss tinted lip oil. And then you also have a mini of their lip wrap hydrating mask. So I used this before I started filming and I forgot to mention it, so I'm just going to pop a little bit more back onto my lips. Again, this is the Lip Wrap Hydrating Lip Mask. I do really like this product. I don't think that it's something that I would have purchased if it didn't come in this minis set, but it's very lightweight, it's very silky, and it's very hydrating. It's not sticky at all. The thing that I like most about this is the scent. It kind of smells like it smells like a spa. It kind of smells like eucalyptus and rosemary. I really enjoy this scent. To be honest though, while this product is nice, I don't think that it's something that I would purchase, like I said, unless it came in the minis set. So there's that. And then moving on to the actual eyeshadow now. So again, the product that came in the little set is the Liquid Powder Chromatic Eye Tint. It says this creaseless color glides on like a cream and dries like a powder. Active levels of horse chestnut flower help smooth and minimize lines over time. And the shade that comes in this set is Mystic. So I've already got the bronzer on my crease. So what I'm going to do with this product now is just kind of use the actual applicator to get some of this product on my eye. And then I'm going to blend it out with my finger. I'm just tapping really lightly so that I'm not actually dragging the product around because I don't want to create like any bare spots. So yeah, just tapping very lightly to kind of smooth out the product. Just the last thing that I'm going to do for eyes is I'm going to go back into my Illuminator stick and I'm going to put a little bit of this on my finger and pop this kind of like right in my inner corner just to add a little bit of brightness. Moving on to mascara now, like I mentioned, the mascara that comes in the Meet the Mini set is the Ilia Limitless Lashes Mascara. It says that this is a buildable and flake-free mascara that lengthens and curls with a hold that lasts all day. The 99% natural formula is designed for sensitive eyes and easily removes with warm water at night. So this mascara is something that I've tried before and I do really like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop this on my eyes here. I do agree that you get some really nice length and volume, and then the thing that I like most about this formula is true to their word, it is flexible. So I don't feel like it leaves my lashes like hard. I feel like they're left looking pretty soft and flexible, which is a look that I really like. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put 2 coats of this on my upper lashes and then 1 coat on my lower lashes. So as I was applying the mascara, I forgot that I didn't really mention the wear of the liquid shadow. So as far as wear goes, this is pretty long wearing. I do find that true to their word, it does dry down and kind of stay in place on the eyes. That being said though, the way that I've been applying this is because I apply it and then pat it out with my finger, I feel like I do apply a lighter kind of layer of product, so that might help kind of keep the creasing to a minimum. But with the way that I've been applying it, I've had no problems with the wear. And then I do have the mascara complete as well. So like I said, this was a product that I have used before and I do like it. I do like the effect that it gives my lashes. I think that I've got a great balance of length and volume. As far as the wear goes, again, true to their word, I do not find this smudging on me or flaking throughout the day. So I do think that it wears really nicely. When it comes down to it though, this is a higher end mascara. It is $28 for the full size. And I asked myself, again, the question for mascaras, it's a little bit different. I said, does this fall within my top 10? And the answer is no. There is nothing wrong with the product, just given the price and the number of alternatives that I like better, I don't know that I can really strongly recommend it. We are almost done. I have 2 more products to share with you. So moving on to lips now, the product that I have that came in the Meet the Minis set is again the Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oil. It says, drench your lips in moisture, cushion them in comfort. Hydrating salicornia and plumping hyaluronic acid leave lips feeling soft with a natural glossy finish that is anything but sticky. And the shade that comes in the set is called Only You, which is a neutral nude. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. Overall, I do really like this as a lip product. I agree that it does feel like a very traditional lip oil in that it is lightweight and very silky, so I do find this very comfortable on my lips. It wears really nicely, it wears really evenly, so after the color kind of wears off, you're not left with any buildup around your lips, which is something that I absolutely hate. I think we probably all do. So anyway, this wears really nicely. I really like this color as well. This is a really nice kind of pretty everyday shade for me, and I think that it would be flattering on a lot of different skin tones as well. The last product that I have is a face mist, and this is their Blue Light Filter Mist. This is a multi-benefit mist that delivers hydration, balances surface oil, and helps protect skin from blue light. It says you can apply under makeup to prep skin or spritz over makeup as a finishing spray. This is infused with active levels of marine actives. This finely atomized mist forms an invisible veil on the skin that shields from blue light. Skin is visibly refreshed and hydrated. I purchased a mini size of this just to give it a try, and this was $18, but the full size of this is $38. If I'm being completely honest with you, I really don't know why I bought this product because I never use setting sprays or facial mists. I think that I was just interested in this because it said that it protects against blue light. However, there's no way for me to actually measure that and tell you whether or not this protects from blue light, so I have no idea. It's not really a product that I can judge very well. I will say though, as a face mist, I do like the way that this applies. It's very fine. I'm going to try to spray it on my face so that you can see, but I've never actually applied a mist on camera before, so I'm not sure like the optimal angle for you guys to see this, so we'll give it a try. Hopefully you could see that. Again, just as far as a mist goes, it does provide like a very fine mist. I find that it applies pretty evenly over my entire face. Like I said, that there's really no way for me to tell you whether this protects against blue light or not. As far as keeping my skin like balanced and things throughout the day, I don't know that it has an incredible effect in like aiding the wear of my makeup. Like I mentioned with the skin tint, I do still get shiny throughout the day. I do still have to touch up with powder and things like that. I think if you are somebody who is into facial mists and you use them often to refresh throughout the day, perhaps if you have dry skin and you use mists like this to provide moisture back into your skin, you'd probably like this one. Again, the fact that it has the added benefit of the blue light protection makes it a little bit more appealing to me. But yeah, I'm just kind of on the fence with this. Again, I can't really judge whether it does what it says it's going to do or not, but as a mist, I think it's nice. When it comes down to it, I think that I will probably continue to use this because I purchased the mini, but this is not something that I would purchase the full size of again in the future. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you so much for bearing with me through this incredibly long video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing a full face of Ilia. I also hope that a lot of the thoughts that I was able to share with you on these products were helpful. I'm sure that in testing this many products, I forgot to mention something somewhere along the way. So if you have any questions on anything that I talked about in the video that I did not mention, please leave me a comment down below and I will get back to you. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in my next video.